Hello, welcome back to Messin' with Minecraft. I'm Gil, and I've got no idea what to say during these videos, except for hyperspeed. Perhaps I should sing the commentary to you. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sing outside of that. I mean, I've never been told I have a bad singing voice, and dead end, son of a turn around, hyperspeed. Uh, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sing. Now, here's an exploration trick I've figured out at a time: leaving arrows with torches to help you find your way. Because when you're in a big cave, Minecraft can get awfully confusing. I mean, as I said before in the last part, I've gotten lost badly in caves, and I get lost in the footage I have here somewhere eventually. So you'll see that, and some coal, but I'm gonna wait on that. Hey, what's that? No, that's something. Uh, and so, uh, I had to come up with ways to help keep myself from getting lost. And hey, another dead end, motherfuckers. Um, Back to the coal. Uh, Pop. um, and that was one of the things I sort of figured out. Now, I mean, like I said, I've watched Paul's tutorial videos, and he recommends putting torches on one side, basically. And I was doing that, and hey, more cave. Awesome. Uh, I was doing that, and then at some point, I switched sides, and I started putting my torches on the opposite side. I don't know when that happened, and I don't know why that happened. It wasn't a conscious decision to start putting my torches on the opposite side. It's just something that happened. Uh, so yeah, I haven't switched back, thankfully. But I mean, heck, when I originally played and started exploring caves, I put my torches on both sides to completely light up the cave, and then I was just screwed completely then. And then when I did put my torches on one side, and hey, we've been here. So yeah, this big room is just connected to that big room, and this is what I'm saying, man. Minecraft caves can be very confusing. Hey, lava. Um, and so, but even putting torches on one side, because of situations like that, wasn't enough, because I would be exploring a cave and it would loop around, and uh, then then I'd have a circle where, and the thing is, it wouldn't be a small circle where it's easier to tell. It'd be a big one, and it'd be a big confusing one. Minecraft caves are mazes on the same level of the original Metroid, where it's just all over the place, with a lot of places that, I mean, they're not, unlike Metroid, they're not exactly the same, but they look so similar. It's really hard to tell them apart, especially after you've mined everything like I like to do. Because that's what I do. I run around and I mine. I grab coal and I grab iron, and hey, speaking of iron, I think this is our first iron. So that's pretty awesome. And then I end up with a bunch of tunnels with torches on both sides, and what do you know? That's the end of my pick. So it's time to head back. Yeah, so I get lost. And that's the purpose of the arrows. Now, I mentioned Metroid. I haven't put this video out in a while, this up, because, I mean, I'm recording the commentary today. I'm going to upload this video this evening. And the reason is, I struggle with what to say during these videos. Now, for most videos I've done, it's been easy because I can play the game, talk about what's going on in the game, talking about other stuff with the game, and not more importantly, but mostly I can talk about my personal experiences with the game. With Minecraft, I can talk about my experiences with it, but that's not, I mean, I don't have that many great Minecraft stories, unfortunately, so that's not going to get me very far. I need something else to discuss, basically. So, yeah, I mean, Minecraft is a challenge, and that's why I haven't done this yet. And I'm trying to figure it out. So hopefully you enjoy this, and everything will be fine. But the reason I bring this up is because Minecraft, I don't think I can call it a fun game. Which I know might seem kind of weird to say. I'm not saying Minecraft isn't a good game. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but I can't say that Minecraft on its own is fun. It's an enjoyable game, and I like exploring, but fun, that's a difficult one. It's more of a mesmerizing game, you know? The graphics, not so much. I mean, they can be surprisingly pretty at times. But it's more the sounds and just the experience, like the fact that the worlds are infinite, you can explore forever. And, I mentioned Metroid. The original Metroid I'm not a big fan of, because that game is... I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway. But I do like Super Metroid, though, and I do like exploring in games. And Minecraft has that in spades. The worlds are infinite. You can explore Minecraft forever, like I said. So, it's just kind of like the sounds and the atmosphere of isolation is very similar to Metroid, even with the NPC villages. They don't change the loneliness, in my opinion. And isn't this nice? Don't you miss when bone meal could do that? Just pop it, boom. But anyway, yeah. So that's sort of where I'm coming from in Minecraft. It's not so much fun, but it has a lot of things I enjoy, and that's why it's good. But that's also why it's difficult to do commentary over. I gotta fix that. So yeah, here's our first wheat farm, which won't be this way forever. I make some changes in the farming later that are more sufficient to my needs. But in any case, we finally have some food. So yeah, with all that said, last Thursday, I'm going to talk about something completely different now. Last Thursday, I finally got to go and see Pacific Rim. It was my friend's birthday. He was like, "Hey, I want to go see this movie," and I was like, "All right, sure." So I took him to see Pacific Rim since it was his birthday, which is also a movie I had wanted to see, and man, that movie was awesome. Uh, I don't know if I've said this before. I think I said it during my Zone of the Enders Let's Play. Uh, the giant robots are kind of my thing. I mean, early on when I got into anime in high school, I mean, one of the earliest shows I saw was Gundam Wing on Cartoon Network. Uh, and I got into, that sort of got me into mecha. Anyway, we're back in this big room that's connected to the other room and going up here, and hey, mushrooms! These will play a big role in my food supply in the near future. Uh, but, yeah, so, with that history in mind, I'd always sort of, for a while, I sort of wanted to see Hollywood make a giant robot movie with giant monsters. It's something we haven't done in a long time. I'm a fan of Godzilla and that kind of stuff. And I've been sort of, I mean, there's the American Godzilla movie, which isn't really Godzilla. It kind of sucks. But, we don't really do that stuff anymore. So Pacific Rim was a real treat for me in that way. Because, it's giant robots and it's awesome. And, I mean, it's not the greatest movie ever, but they did a good job with it. And I'd love to see more. So, yeah, I really enjoyed Pacific Rim. Even if you're not into anime, if you just give it a shot. Just go and see the movie. It's awesome. And actually, something that I think enhanced my experience with Pacific Rim was I read an article on Kotaku, and I don't know if this is completely factual or not, but apparently Pacific Rim was originally going to be an American-produced Evangelion movie, which, going into the movie with that, man, it made so much sense. I was really able to identify characters, basically the story is that it was going to be an Evangelion movie, but then the business deal for the Evangelion part fell through, didn't work out. But the people making the movie decided, well, fuck it, we're still going to make a movie about giant robots and fighting giant monsters. We'll just change some of the details. And so they did, and thus Pacific Rim was born. And I can totally see it. It is, I mean, assuming that's true, it is so definitely the Evangelion movie transformed from the way the robots, the pilots experience pain from when the robots get damaged, to the commander, the way he behaves, and just a lot of the situation is very much Evangelion. And so going into the movie with that knowledge, I liked it even more. And hey, what's this? We found a mine shaft. So I highly recommend you go see it. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna explore this next time. See you later.